Imagine a world where kindness is your greatest enemy. Intrigued? Welcome to our exploration of a paradoxical truth. 8 ways how kindness will ruin your life, inspired by the legendary Miyamoto Musashi. Before we dive in, if you're curious about unconventional wisdom that challenges the norm, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more thought-provoking content. Why should you stick around till the end? Because understanding this counterintuitive perspective on kindness might just be the key to unlocking a more balanced, assertive, and fulfilling life. We often praise kindness as a virtue, but what if I told you that too much of it could lead you down a path of personal compromise, missed opportunities, and even emotional turmoil? Today, we're not just discussing kindness. We're dissecting it through the lens of Musashi's wisdom to reveal how it can sometimes backfire in ways you'd least expect. Stay tuned as we unravel these 8 eye-opening ways kindness could be setting you back, and more importantly, how you can strike the right balance in your life. Let's begin this journey together. And remember, sometimes the most profound insights come from challenging what we've always believed to be true. First up in our journey, loss of personal boundaries. Ever said yes sir when you really wanted to say oh no? That's kindness without boundaries. It's like leaving your door open. Anyone can walk in with any demand. The cost? Your peace of mind? You're lost in others' needs, forgetting your own. It's a common trap where you're always there for everyone else, but who's there for you? Start saying no. It's not just a word. It's a boundary. Setting limits isn't being unkind, it's self-respect. Kindness should start with you. Draw the line. It's not pushing others away, it's showing where your space begins. Remember, your needs matter too. Striking this balance is key to not just being kind, but being kind to yourself. Next, let's talk about dependency creation. It's what happens when your kindness turns into someone else's crutch. Imagine always helping a friend with tasks they can do themselves. Initially, it feels good to help, but soon they rely on you for everything. This isn't just a strain on you, it stunts their growth. They don't learn to handle challenges because you're always there to fix things. And the twist, kindness should empower, not handicap. It's like teaching someone to fish instead of giving them a fish every day. You want to help in a way that encourages independence, not dependence. This means sometimes stepping back, letting others face challenges. It's tough, especially when you want to help. But remember, true kindness gives strength, not just solutions. Now, let's explore resentment. It's a sneaky side effect of overkindness. Picture this: you're always there for others, bending over backwards, expecting nothing in return. But deep down, a tiny voice starts asking, what about me? When your kindness isn't acknowledged or reciprocated, resentment brews. It's like planting seeds of goodwill but never seeing them blossom. Here's the thing. It's human to want appreciation. Resentment builds when there's a mismatch between your efforts and the recognition you receive. It's not about keeping score, but about mutual respect. Let's avoid this trap by balancing kindness with self-respect. Don't just give. Allow yourself to receive. And communicate your feelings. Remember, it's okay to seek appreciation for your kindness. It doesn't make you less kind. It makes you human. Let's move on to undermining respect. It's a subtle but serious consequence of too much kindness. Imagine always saying yes and avoiding conflict at all costs. It might seem like you're being kind, but it can send a message that you're easy to walk over. People start to take your kindness for granted, and your voice loses its weight. The key here is balance. Kindness is a strength, but so is standing up for yourself. It's about knowing when to be kind and when to firmly say no. This balance earns you respect. You're not just a giver, you're someone who values themselves. It's not about being unkind. It's about showing that your kindness is a choice, not a weakness. Stand firm and watch how respect follows. Now, let's talk about stifled personal growth. This happens when kindness becomes a roadblock in your own journey. Imagine constantly putting others' needs before your own. Your goals, dreams, even your hobbies start taking a back seat. It's like you're a supporting actor in someone else's movie, not the star of your own. Life is your story. Kindness shouldn't stop you from pursuing your passions and goals. You deserve to grow, learn, and chase your dreams just as much as anyone else. Start carving out time for yourself. It's not selfish. It's necessary. Your personal growth matters. Remember, you can't pour from an empty cup. Fill your own cup first, and then you'll have more to give. Next up, let's discuss manipulation and abuse. This is a harsh reality where kindness is mistaken for weakness. Imagine always extending a helping hand, but then some people start taking advantage. They see your kindness as an opportunity to manipulate or even abuse your goodwill. It's like leaving your door open, and instead of friends, you find yourself dealing with intruders. Being kind doesn't mean you can't be discerning. It's crucial to recognize the signs when someone is taking advantage of your good nature. Don't be afraid to set firm boundaries. It's not about stopping to help. It's about helping wisely to protect yourself. Your kindness is valuable, and it should be treated as such. Remember, it's okay to walk away from situations where your kindness is being exploited. Moving on to diminished self-value. This is about how over-kindness can make you undervalue yourself. Think of it like this. You're always giving, always there for others. But what about you? When your own needs and feelings are constantly pushed aside, you start to believe they don't matter. It's like you're saying to yourself, I'm not as important. And here's a crucial point. Your value isn't defined by how much you do for others. It's defined by recognizing your own worth. Start acknowledging your needs, your feelings, your desires. They're as important as anyone else's. Don't let your kindness erase your self-worth. You matter. Remind yourself of that every day. Your value is non-negotiable, and your kindness should never come at the cost of forgetting that. Finally, let's talk about burnout and emotional fatigue. This is what happens when kindness turns from a joy into a burden. Imagine constantly extending yourself for others with little time to recharge. It's like running a marathon with no finish line in sight. Soon, you're exhausted both emotionally and physically. Here's the kindness should be sustainable. It's essential to take breaks, to recharge, to look after your own well-being. Think of it as maintaining your emotional battery. You can't help others effectively if you're running on empty. It's not selfish to take care of yourself. It's necessary. Remember, taking a step back to recharge isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of wisdom. Keep your well-being a priority, and your ability to be kind will be stronger and more genuine. And that brings us to the end of our journey through 8 ways how kindness will ruin your life. It's been an eye-opening exploration, hasn't it? We've seen how too much kindness can lead to issues like losing our boundaries, creating dependency, feeling resentful, being taken for granted, stifling our growth, being manipulated, undervaluing ourselves, and even burning out. But remember, this isn't about demonizing kindness. Kindness is a powerful and beautiful trait. It's about understanding that, like everything in life, kindness, it's about giving without losing yourself, helping without sacrificing your well-being, and being kind while also being kind to yourself. As we wrap up, think about how you can apply this balance in your life. Where can you set healthier boundaries? How can you ensure your kindness is empowering, not enabling? Keep these thoughts with you as you go about your day and watch how they transform your interactions and your inner peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you found these insights valuable, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content that makes you think and grow. Until next time, remember, be wise and be balanced.